Hello everyone, welcome to Leah Guidance Time. If this is your first time, and welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. It is so lovely to have you here. So the setup is a little bit different, and I have been holding on to the Labradorite. Maybe that has some kind of like importance for you, that you might be called to isolate yourself maybe at this time a little bit, or getting out of the isolation, whichever way is actually resonating for you. But so I happened just having my morning coffee. I was just relaxing, and actually I need to start getting ready soon. But I just felt this need of like I just wanted to do a quick collective reading about the energies that the spirit, your guides, wants you to be aware of for the week, or even like a week or two ahead, since you saw this video. And this is going to be a timeless reading. So whenever you see this video, the messages are here for you. And I have been just like I was really like in a calmer energy with no rush when I just wanted to do this reading. But then when I was cleansing the energies of the cards and picked them up, and then I started feeling like, oh, like maybe like I need to rush, like I have to be a little bit faster, I have to be a little bit like, more conscious of time, etc. So you might be resonating by feeling like you have lack of time, like you have to be always just doing something on a certain time, and you can't fully relax or sit in the present moment. So if this is you, then I really do believe that there are going to be some messages here for you, because I guess the biggest message for you with this like a week or two ahead is that if you feel like something is not moving forwards in your life and you start getting frustrated about it, or if it has been like this for a while, it is literally a sign from the universe for you. It's not against you. It's literally saying that you have to calm down. I'm remembering that Taylor Swift song, like, you need to calm down. I don't know, maybe there are messages there for you. But, like in general, or you like Taylor Swift, but you really need to calm down. So if something is not working out for you, then the biggest message for you right now for a week or two ahead is that just accepting it without resisting it. And how this is going to look like I don't want to say so general things, but how this is going to look like is that, okay, so you really, really want it, I don't know, to finish that task you put your mind onto, and then every time you just want to start doing it, you start feeling demotivated, or like some other things keep just running in your way, and then you can't just like have a full control over it somehow, and then you keep just like postponing it, or not be able to give your full attention on it. This is literally a sign, and like what the universe is asking you to do at that moment is just accept it and say that, okay, so maybe I can't be able to finish that. Like how urgent it is for me to finish it. Like, what would be the worst case scenario if it wouldn't be perfect? What I had to finish, or if I can't finish it at all, or if there will be like 50%, 20%, 10% of it will be completed. Like, is there something else I can do at this time? Or like, if I accept that it is not going to be finished, then can I actually relax into this moment without stressing myself up? Like, if I really know that it is not going to finish, if I would have really accepted it, what would I be doing it differently? Like, probably I wouldn't be stressing myself out. Probably I would allow myself to relax. Probably I would allow myself to have a nice cup of like a morning coffee, or a tea, or have a walk outside, or just like do something that I would really like, and just like cherish myself and allow myself to have some kind of like a pleasure, instead of causing myself extra pain because of something that's not in my control. So if that makes sense. But let me get some cards out. So what this collective needs to know, Spirit? What this collective needs to know for the week or two ahead? Why are we having this reading right now? What this collective needs to know? What do you want them to know for the week or two ahead? Okay, and this is a highly sensitive tarot. I really love this deck. Oh, we have Six of Cups. There's like a big, 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 big message coming here telling you that just please Don't ever shy away from investing in yourself, investing in your happiness, joy, and pleasure. Like there are many, many times in our lives that just we don't even recognize because we have been in a survival mechanism that we keep just like putting a limit to our joy and pleasure. Literally, we feel guilty about it. And then I kind of like recognize it in myself for only like a couple of months I get to be honest that that is what I have been doing it. Like that comes from a lack mindset, and that lack mindset just spreads into multiple different areas in our lives. It's not only our finances, it reflects into we thinking that we don't have enough time, in the day or even in a year. We don't have enough, I don't know, capacity to allow ourselves to experience the true joy and pleasure, as if like we always have to be in pain, like as if like you being in pain is just making you more acceptable to the others around you. Then why? Like, are you dimming yourself to feel accepted by the people that you don't feel so comfortable around being them? So too many questions, but without getting so much deeper into that, with the Six of Cups, it's literally you getting your creativity out there, because it looks like a very creative, like an energy card with like some painting in here with lots of like a flowers. It literally gives me that kind of acrylic vibes. I haven't planned to have an acrylic actually painting for a while, but so you might have been feeling so inspired to create something for a long amount of time, and you might have been just putting it on hold. So this is a reminder for you to treat yourself. If you wanted to book that trip or travel for yourself, if you wanted to have that massage or haircut, skincare, if you wanted to just like start investing into your creative projects, art, music, whatever it is time for you to do that without expecting any permission from anyone. If you wanted to just like treat yourself out alone on a brunch or a coffee date or a dinner, breakfast, whatever it is, that you don't have to wait for anyone. And the fact is that once you start doing those things alone, you're going to have a lot renewed sense of confidence that you never knew that it was existed within you. And this is going to start like opening up your mind to the possibilities that you were so close to seeing out of fear before, if that's making sense. What else we can add on to that? We have Seven of Wands. Like, can you see the contrast and opposition of these two cards? It's literally giving me an energy of like, this looks like your inner teenager and this looks like your inner child. So let me get a sip. So it just gives me an energy of like, your inner teenager has been there all along and she's still there. She or he, like, without any kind of like, like a gender emphasis there, take it however it resonates, but I'll say she because it's a she. So and here your inner teenager is still here and she's more of so like holding on to your survival mode. She wants you to feel still safe, and still like be in a familiar zone, because she do not feel so safe enough if you would have go out of your familiar zone of how you always operate, how you always think, how what you have been always doing it, because you doing something completely different scares her off. So she's in that guarded energy. But your inner child is coming here saying that, hey, like, but we can be joyful, we don't have to like do in a way that we don't like, we haven't been liking it for such a long while. I'm here and actually now I do feel safe to come out, because I can see that you were trying to protect me. I didn't see that before, and now I feel that if ever like something happens that it spooks me, or like in a good or bad way, and somehow I know that you will be here. Like I really do see that this is like your inner child and inner teenagers actually start communicating with each other and start accepting each other's presence. Literally, this is a wonderful thing, because I never get this kind of like a message before or heard it from anywhere else. Like, so you can share your like thoughts with me down in the comments. I would love to hear them. But I feel like this is amazing kind of like a progress in a way that you don't separate parts of yourself from each other. So you do not feel like you have to like switch, like 180-degree difference from one occasion to another, because like you start accepting all parts of yourself, even if they might have been having completely different approaches towards life, is literally seeing that how much in sync you are within yourself, how much you have been healing within yourself, how much all parts of yourself is feeling so safe to actually acknowledge each other, regardless of how different they might be. I really wanted to like have so like I don't know. I feel so emotional when I'm saying this actually. We had the tower and that was like in reverse. This is literally, I feel like you accepting that you are the most important person in your life, and if anyone else would have been resistant towards what is your transformations just bringing in on them, or what kind of like a newer version of yourself you're emerging is, if someone would have been resisting towards that, it is their problem. It has never been yours to carry so and care. So this is literally for part of group that we are talking about right now, who has conditioned to dim their self, dim their own light. Let's get one more tarot card in here. I said one more, right? It always happens like, okay, I'll just put them back and got one more. But oh my god, we had the Lovers, the Hierophant, Four of Cups, Three of Pentacles in reverse, and Eight of Pentacles. I guess like there's a part of yourself who really craves for communication, people, and feeling accepted in a traditional way, but you want to create your own tradition. It's literally like you want to grow old with someone like happily ever after and like get outside of the norms of this traditional relationship, especially with the Lovers and the Hierophant. And here I'm saying that getting out of the norms of the tradition, because Hierophant is very traditional, very set in their own ways for a reason, but at the same time, this looks so artsy. So it's not that traditional. Like, you have big dreams on your mind that you want to create. You want to create big happy life for yourself, and it doesn't have to be such a big family, but there might have been some yearning from your side about having that safety net within a family that you might not have fully cultivated in a healthiest sense while you were growing up. So there's a part of you who really wants to create that. Like, if you haven't yet accepted it, maybe like this reading is a sign for you to like put some kind of like a seed on your mind. I saw some Judgment didn't come up. Do we have one more card? Yes. Okay, two, of course. And the same card, of course. So we had the Four of Cups, Two of Pentacles. Okay, this is a very specific message. And then you can see how cards are similar actually. So this is saying that the Spirit is literally talking to you in a very personal manner, saying that, okay, you always overthink. You always overanalyze. And that was actually the inner teenager parts of yourself who hasn't been feeling safe in the specific conditions in your life. You do that out of fear. You have been doing that because you couldn't be able to trust the people around you. You couldn't be able to trust the circumstances around you that you were going to get taken care of. So you hyper fixated on being extremely independent, which is very, very understandable. That was your coping mechanism. But now, while you have been doing that, you have been, of course, dimming your capacity to enjoy life. You have been dimming yourself and your light because you did not have enough energy to actually nurture your own needs, or even like ask questions about who am I, what do I actually like, because that wasn't your priority. Your priority was to keep yourself safe, and you didn't even recognize how much of a big energy it was taking off from you on a daily basis. But now you are feeling safer. You're recognizing that I don't have to keep juggling. I don't have to keep choosing between black and white, because there are like a wide range of colors between black and white. There are all kinds of colors in the rainbow, and they are finally available for me. There are many shades of yellow, like even brown, like purple, orange, red. They are all available for me. I have been the one who felt like, who needed to actually keep myself and my energy very preserved, and while doing that I couldn't be able to present because I was spending my energy into survival, not to enjoy. But now this is time for me to actually accept that I can enjoy. I can enjoy life. And can you see that? I kind of like a place the Two of Pentacles underneath the Six of Cups, and they are both like so happy and joyful. Actually, if you just like look at them, they're so hopeful, and this is your sign. And maybe one of your past selves, you have a very different affinity. Is it the right word? Like affection, or like the parts of your soul is literally calling out for you, like Japan, or maybe like you had some past lives there. And you can see that those two cards, like your inner teenager and the Four of Cups, are in a more like you know maybe more like a preserved energy. So this is literally you shifting how you think that you should have been operating. And you also start questioning maybe even the things, people's, places in your life under a different and a more healthier light. So I will get some cards from the Whispers of Love Oracle cards. I don't know why, I just felt drawn to using them right now. They have beautiful messages. So what message do we have for the collective right now, Spirit? Let's see, should I pick it up, or am I gonna have something pop out? Ooh, okay, we do have two. Again, actions speak loudly. Express your love through actions. This is a big sign, and this is 49. It adds up to 13 to the 4. So there's going to be a new foundation for you. There are going to be new connections emerging in your life. And the Spirit is telling you right now that pay attention to the actions of the people. How are they making you feel? It is going to be consistent. It's going to be quite different way of people making you feel, because those people are going to give you. You have been the one keep giving, 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 and getting nothing back in return, or very little back in return. And you do know how it feels. You do know how much of energy you feel drained after meeting with people, even if you truly love them. There's a part of yourself that wasn't maybe like quite resenting to them, but just questioning that when is going to be my time that I'm going to be the one who's receiving it. Because like every time after you met with people, probably you felt the need of isolating yourself for quite a while, because you gave so much, you felt so depleted. So the only way that you could just replenish your energy is literally being in your own amazing present energy. Your energy is extremely nurturing. I don't know how much you give yourself credit for, but your energy is extremely nurturing. That's why you want to be alone. That's why how you replenish yourself. You know, the people who can't be alone and who always needs to be in constant communication with the others, or always doing something, or like always had to like distract themselves, because their energy, their natural frequency is not nurturing them. They always need some external things to feel okay. You, on the other hand, you are a how does it go, like a you create your own natural high frequency. Like you are the source, you are one with the source. So be very careful about who you are letting in your energy field. Like not everyone deserves that, to be very honest. Like your guys are being very very protective over you. Now I see that like a beautiful bird is this eagle. So you might have some eagle guides. You might check the ISO 1818. Please check the angel number 1818. You might have new guides emerging, and you are being very much one with the Mother Gaia, nature. If you ever go to the nature without any distractions like headphones, anything, music, etc., you're going to start seeing that the nature is speaking to you. You're going to start discovering a new parts of yourself that you didn't know existed, in terms of you being one with the source, one with the sea, one with the forest, literally, one with the flowers, literally. So parts of yourself that is coming, like emerging, is a remembrance from your past lives in terms of your psychic gifts. It is emerging. Spend quality time together, listen and talk to each other. There are going to be beautiful connections coming into your life, seriously. Like if you want something like more nurturing in a way of like a romantic connection, if you want an existing one to improve, or if you want a new one to emerge into your life, that is all happening. But more of that, so this is not only romantic, you are attracting connections that is in alignment with your current higher frequency. You're attracting new people, and I start getting some chills when I'm saying that. So that's always a confirmation for me. You might meet some of these people while you're traveling as well. Like, not all of them might be living in the same location as you do. Let's get some fairy advice cards for you. I start having chills. I have been talking about your transformation. Okay, this says that this fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that is happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. You are that beautiful butterfly emerging from your cocoon. You have been out of your cocoon for a long while, and you have been this incredibly beautiful fairy and a butterfly. But it's just that you haven't been, you didn't want to accept it so much. You were still trying to hold yourself back. When you look at the mirror, you were still like shying away from saying that, oh, I'm so beautiful, oh, like I just radiate light, or I'm such like I know, a beautiful soul who just brings light into my own life to the people, and who raise up the frequency of the universe, etc. Like, can you see the purity on her? And can you imagine how much like she has a potential to hold herself back because there's some shyness in this picture? No, that was you. And then it's time for you to emerge from that kind of like, I need to keep myself small. No. Any inspiration under the bottom of the deck. So be prepared, as you will soon receive a visit from a fairy inspiration. Come dusk or dawn, she can call at any time. You're gonna get some more inspiration. So I was talking about that creative energy. You might need to channel it out. So this might be regarding to that. And your inspiration hits the most when you are out and alone in the nature. Let's get the last advice card from your angels. Have confidence. I love that. So this says that moving forward does not necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in God is enough, along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean upon us if your confidence favors, and we will buy your courage and faith. Your confidence is literally upgrading, renewing. I don't know how I already said it before in here in regards to confidence, but it does. It really does. You're going to have a renewed, complete new sense of confidence that you never experienced before. And I can't even express with the words how liberating it is going to make you feel like. But these are all the messages. Thank you so much for sticking with me. Please give it a thumbs up if this reading was actually resonating for you, and I would actually love to hear your like opinions, if like your perspective, especially with this like a inner child and inner teenager combining and everything. If you ever want to share down in the comments, I would love that. But I'm sending you a lot of love. I am really sending you a lot of peace and harmony. And please do take care of yourself. And I really do hope to see you next time. Until then, bye bye.